Step into the arena of minds! On this channel, every move is a clash of strategy, every sacrifice a turning point, and every game a battle for glory. Watch two players push the limits of creativity and calculation, as we bring you the drama, suspense, and excitement of chess like never before. Wesley opens with e4. The central pawn strikes forward like a spear, declaring war from the very first move. Ilalim responds with f5, a bold stand in the center, meeting Wesley head-on with classic courage. Wesley develops the knight to f3. The loyal guardian leaps out, eyeing that tender f5 pawn with hungry intent. Ilalim answers with n6, defense and offense combined, a knight reinforcing the heart of his camp. Wesley brings out the bishop to b5, slicing across the board like a sniper's scope, locking onto the knight. Ilalim plays a6. The pawn kicks forward, shouting, "Back off, intruder!" As he challenges the bishop, Wesley retreats to afar, graceful and calculated. The bishop steps back while keeping its deadly aim. Ilalim develops nf6. His knight joins the battle, eyeing the white center with predatory patience. Wesley castles kingside, safety first. The king slides behind his fortress, ready for the long campaign. Ilalim responds with b7, solid and quiet, a defender stepping into position before the storm. Wesley plays re1. The rook joins the stage, a silent cannon waiting to fire down the e-file. Ilalim pushes 6, steady and firm, bolstering his center, a wall rising before the coming waves. Wesley advances key 3, foundations set, a builder's move preparing for the central break. Ilalim castles. His king now safe, both sides have completed their opening rituals. Wesley strikes with d4, the long-awaited explosion in the center, opening lanes for chaos and glory. Ilalim retreats the bishop to d7, a quiet step backward, preparing to redeploy with purpose. Wesley reinforces with nbd2. A second knight joins the fray, ready to leap into fire. Ilalim slides re8. The rook aligns perfectly behind his e-pawn, whispering promises of counterplay. Wesley moves nf1, a mysterious retreat. His knight begins a secret journey toward a better square. Ilalim develops b5. The bishop returns home, like a sniper taking a new angle on the battlefield. Wesley jumps, ung3. The knight springs to life again, fangs bared, aiming at 5 and a5. Ilalim plays h6, a shield raised keeping those white knights from biting too close. Wesley answers with h3, matching pawn for pawn, guarding his own king's flank. Ilalim pushes b5. Finally, black expands on the queen side, engines roaring as pawns rumble forward. Wesley retreats the bishop to c2. The long-range assassin steps back, now watching the enemy king's wing. Ilalim advances a5. The second wave of the queenside assault, pressure mounting like thunderclouds. Wesley plays nhd2, a sneaky reposition, his knight aiming for a deadly 5 outpost. Ilalim thrusts a4. The pawn drive continues, determined to shatter the white bastion. Wesley pushes forward. Here comes the storm. The king's side explodes with energy and ambition. Al-Ali replies with a3. Black's pawn rushes ahead, almost touching white's fortress on b2. Wesley defends with b3, holding the line, refusing to let the enemy pass. Al-Ali plays b4. An iron ram slams the gate. The queen's side is now fully ablaze. Wesley counters with d5. The battlefield splits in half. Fire on both wings. Al-Ali captures x4. Black strikes first blood in the center, grabbing a pawn with purpose. Wesley retakes with bs4. The bishop swings back like a sword, evening the score with elegance. Al-Ali answers with f5. His knight lunges forward, a black spear aimed at white's heart. Wesley pushes cx-b4. He opens the flank, turning defense into sudden offense. Al-Ali plays c6, reinforcing the structure, building a bunker amid the chaos. Wesley's queen glides to d2. Royal eyes scanning the field, ready for the decisive strike. Al-Ali slides right. The rook takes its place on the open file, hungry for action. Wesley drives dx6, detonating the center, opening cracks beneath the enemy lines. Al-Ali calmly recaptures with bx6. The black bishop restores balance, but the board trembles with tension. Wesley shifts his queen to d4. The royal blade swings to the king's side, aiming at soft dark squares with venom. Al-Ali responds with g6. Black braces for impact, trying to build a shield before the storm arrives. Wesley brings the rook to dun. Another heavy cannon rolls forward, joining the assault line. Al-Ali plays q8. The queen retreats cautiously, preparing to coordinate defense or strike laterally. Wesley maneuvers the bishop to bone, repositioning like a sniper changing rooftops, the target, the black king. Al-Ali counters with rb5, a creative defensive wall, blocking lanes and dreaming of counterattack. Wesley's queen leaps to f2, aligning with the bishop, hinting at a lethal attack across the dark diagonals. Al-Ali defends with nfd7. The knight retreats grimly, fortifying the fragile black structure. Wesley plants bd2, quietly loading his weapons. The rook and bishop now harmonize on open lines. Al-Ali brings the queen to b7. She stares down the board, hoping to turn defense into counterpunch. Wesley slides netu. The knight begins its secret dance, heading for stronger outposts near the enemy king. Al-Ali answers with rb6. Black steps back, reloading his rook for the next skirmish. Wesley follows with nd4. Another precise move. The knight tightens the noose on both wings. Al-Ali develops bj7. His dark square bishop finally breathes, guarding key diagonals with authority. Wesley jumps nf and weni. The knight rewires itself again, preparing to strike from the king's side shadows. Al-Ali pushes h5. Black lashes out, a counterthrust meant to scare the white storm away. Wesley advances nd3. The white knight snarls at 5, ready to pounce on any slip. Al-Ali plays bb5, a strategic move. covering squares and dreaming of counter-pressure on the queen side. Wesley repositions Bacone, drawing the bishop back for the perfect diagonal shot toward the black king. Al-Ali swings the queen to a6. She eyes the white king from afar, hoping for mischief. Wesley answers with ndf5. The double knights leap into the front lines, a fearsome cavalry charge. Al-Ali thrusts ges5. Desperate times, he tears the knight apart to breathe a little longer. Wesley strikes nxf5. Revenge and precision combined, the other knight bites deep into black's kingside. Al-Ali captures fc4. He grabs a pawn in the center, hoping to distract the white attack. Wesley counters with bx4. Calm and deadly, the bishop restores material and keeps the initiative roaring. Al-Ali replies d5. He pushes in the center, trying to fight fire with fire. Wesley slices bxt5. The bishop takes ruthlessly, shattering any hope of balance. Al-Ali brings arbobite. Regrouping, both rooks now stand ready like twin cannons to defend the king. Wesley sacrifices bxf7. Boom. The bishop explodes into the enemy camp, cracking open the fortress. Al-Ali meets it with nxf7. He captures, but his structure bleeds. The king's defense is trembling. Wesley hurls qg3. The queen joins the onslaught, eyes blazing toward g7 and h6. Al-Ali counters with qf6. He tries to block the lethal diagonals, a thin wall, before the avalanche. Wesley continues with nxf6. The knight detonates, blowing apart the last line of guards. Al-Ali recaptures nxf6, mechanical defense, but his king now stands naked in the storm. Wesley snatches bxf3, cool and clinical, gaining material while still holding attack momentum. Al-Ali plays arezione, desperate counterplay, throwing a rook like a last spear before falling. Wesley calmly replies arezione. Rook for rook, balance in material but not in safety. Al-Ali lifts r5, clinging to hope. The rook steps up to shield the doomed monarch. Wesley calmly develops bb2, a smooth move, tightening every screw before the finishing blow. Al-Ali moves nrg6. The knight returns, a final lonely defender before the end. Wesley ends with bxf6, and that's it. The final slash. Black's defense collapses, and Al-Ali resigns. Wesley So triumphs in a blaze of precision and power. That's the end of today's video. If you enjoyed it, please don't forget to like and subscribe. It really motivates me to bring you even more exciting chess games. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.